We're live. It says we're live on Facebook. I have a little red
Yay!
box.
I am super excited. Third time always works. I believe in it. Okay, so it is redirecting on my page right now.
Okay. But we're live. So, hey, everybody.
Awesome.
We are
Yay! Look
totally
at that. Okay,
live.
so hey everybody. I am super excited. This is going to be amazing. So I am Tiffany Hicks and I am the CEO of VRE Training Solutions. I'm also the founder of the Nonprofit Networking Cafe. So I wanted to come on today to introduce you to an amazing person that is doing some amazing things. And I wanted to talk to you about pillow money, right? So I know that there are nonprofits in the group, and I tell you all the time that you are actually still socialpreneurs. You have businesses, and having a business, you do need it to be self sustaining. And there are some things or strategies that you can put in place to help that. One of those is really considering e-commerce. So today I have the amazing Nechole Whitlock with us, and she is the CEO and creator of eComm Sellers Summit, which I am a featured speaker. It is coming up. I really just want you guys to hear a little bit about why this might be a great option for you guys to learn and also increase money or funding for your organization. So, Nicole, share with us who you are, what you do, and tell us about the summit that is coming up.
Okay. So, again, my name is Nicole Whitlock. And I have my son who just decided to interrupt the transmission. We are live. So, I have to push him aside. He doesn't understand. So, anyway, I'm a single mom of two special needs kids. Both of my kids are on the spectrum. And the eComm Seller Summit is really a platform where people can learn everything and all things e-commerce. In addition to being a single mom, I am also am the vice president of a nonprofit myself. It's called Especially Needed. And so with e-commerce and this amazing journey in the eComm Seller Summit, we like to showcase and have speakers who are on the summit that can help people that are small business owners or people that maybe are just selling on eBay or Amazon or looking to raise some extra money. We like to teach them strategies and techniques that they can implement and use right now to grow their business, to scale in their business. In addition to that, give them some ideas, maybe for something they want to implement or do in the future. So the summit is really designed for people who are looking to learn a little bit more about selling on Amazon or eBay, Shopify, Walmart, Etsy, people that are looking to do print on demand, which is great for nonprofits, people that are looking to maybe grow a Shopify store, whatever it happens to be. We want to teach the people that are beginners and even advanced sellers what they need to do to either launch a business, grow the business, scale the business, whatever it happens to be. And that's what happens in the summit. We invite people who are speakers around the US and around the world. We do have international speakers as well, to come and share their knowledge and their wisdom. It's kind of like going to a regular conference at a hotel where people are walking across the stage. It's the same concept, only we just have a myriad of speakers. And we have 30 for this particular summit. This is our third annual summit. And I just love the idea of being able to teach not just Amazon or not just eBay, not just drop shipping, not just one business model, but a variety of different business models so people can figure out which one is going to work for them.
All right. Thank you. That was a very comprehensive explanation of what you do, how you do it, and even why you do it. So I would say that for my group, the first thing that might happen is, okay, so I'm a nonprofit seller or nonprofit founder, and I want to learn more about online selling, but I'm not really sure. Could you give me an example of something as a nonprofit founder that I might be able to do online as part of a funding strategy that incorporates e-commerce?
Yes. So print on demand, like I said before, is one of the best ones for nonprofits. It's a good quick starter because with print on demand, you can go to your website, you can design some shirts with maybe your nonprofit logo on it, so that people who want to support your nonprofit, they can go and buy shirts, or maybe you have bags or hats or socks or even like notepads, pens, whatever. They can order those things. It's another way that money can be funneled. Some of that money can be funneled back to you. So with print on demand, with that model, once you decide, I'm going to maybe raise money using t-shirts, maybe we'll have a t-shirt fundraising opportunity, or maybe it's mugs or coffee, whatever it happens to be. Then you're going to find a supplier. Once you find a supplier that will do the print on demand for you, you're going to go to their site and have them help you superimpose your design. There's all kinds of stuff on different sites that will help you do that. But superimpose your design on it, and then email your list to say, hey, we're raising money for XYZ for our nonprofit. And we're going to have a fundraising campaign that's going to be running from here to here. And we want you to do is we want you to either you can share out this link to have other people support, or if you guys want to create teams, some of the sites will allow you to do fundraising so that you can have teams and say, okay, well, this team is trying to raise money for whatever the nonprofit happens to be, and they can use that team strategy to help share it out on all the social media platforms. The great thing about social media is that actually it's free. So you can share it on the Facebook wall, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest. You can share it everywhere. You can create a YouTube video. You can create all kinds of marketing. You can do Facebook Lives. You can do all kinds of stuff, Instagram Lives, so that you can promote, and expand your reach and try to drive traffic to get more people to buy the t-shirts. They always want to know the cause. So why am I buying this t-shirt? If they are invested in the cause, if they love the cause, then you're going to have a good chance of people buying or investing in the t-shirt and then walking around with the t-shirt on. Maybe you get sponsors on the back, which is what we've done in the past for our nonprofit. We'll have sponsors on the back of the shirt so that they can have space somewhere on it, and you have those sponsors invest in getting space on the t-shirt as well. So even if it's a small donation, it doesn't have to be anything significant. Even if it's a small donation, if you get 50 different sponsors or 20 different sponsors to sponsor $50 on the back of the shirt, or $100 or $200 on the back of the shirt, it can make a difference, because then they get some support as well for your name on the front, their names on the back, and then they say, okay, well, we support the community. It gives them some great PR as well.
That is so amazing. And that is a great segue to, I'll be on a panel talking with people about that exact thing, right? Talking about PLR, and then also talking about white label, but very specifically marketing strategies that you can use, right? So this is eComm. Like,
Yep.
let's say some people are not good at writing certain things. Or if you want to do an eComm strategy, like you said, with print on demand, it is as great as your ideas, right? Whatever your intellectual property is. And that's all part of a marketing strategy for your nonprofit organization or for your business to make it something that people will be drawn into and be super interested in. So I thank you for that. All right. So my next question is, what about global? And so why I'm asking that question because my nonprofit organization is Experience Entrepreneurship Globally. And our concept is to make sure that nonprofits and for-profits understand that with the internet, like in social media, you can be global. You no longer have to have the boundaries or the borders of just your local city, your state, even your nation. You can sell anywhere, right? So talk about how eComm can help organizations be global.
So one of the easiest platforms in which to go global, Amazon is a great one because you can go global on Amazon. There's Amazon CA, Amazon Mexico, Amazon UK, Amazon Australia. Like you can go Singapore, all of them. You can go global on Amazon for sure. But Shopify is a great one as well because then you can have a myriad of different products. You can drop ship those products, and so you can choose to maybe have a little bit of everything on your site. You can have some print on demand where they can have print on demand coffee mugs and whatever else. You guys can get creative and design some stuff if there's some passion around whatever it is your nonprofit is doing. So for us, the name of our nonprofit is Especially Needed. So we could have mugs that maybe don't necessarily have especially needed on it, but maybe have designs of kids or kids' fingerprints or puzzle pieces because it's a special needs nonprofit. And so you can expand the idea of the types of products and the designs on those that you can put on them when you're doing that type of thing. And you can mix in, like I said, drop shipping with coffee mugs. And it gives you a great opportunity to maybe create maybe even a subscription box. So maybe you partner with a white label coffee maker and you put a logo, you design a logo for your nonprofit, or maybe you put your, I'll just use a special needed. So especially needed coffee for parents who don't get a lot of sleep, because we, as parents of special needs kids, I'm gonna tell you, we don't get a lot of sleep. So, so you come up with something generic that would be catchy, and people are like, okay, I'm gonna get this coffee because I know I'm supporting a special needed. I'm gonna get these coffee mugs that have, and you can bundle it together, coffee with coffee mugs with maybe some puzzle pieces and your little logo at the bottom, so that they know that they're getting a bundle of not just coffee and a coffee mug, and then you can have a recurring subscription maybe that sends them coffee once a month, and then that way you can get continual support. You can, with Shopify, it allows you to be able to sell internationally because of the way that Shopify is designed. So you can expand what you sell, how you reach your customers, what you're doing, what you're offering them, and then how you can get more people vested and interested in what you're doing. So you could maybe put on your site, your Shopify store, a video that's all about why you should support us. And there's a lot of Shopify stores that do that. They explain their story, their origin story, and what you're supporting when you buy from the site. So, and then have all your products listed below.
Thank you. So I'm going to share this video even on my other platforms. So I want to make sure that everybody understands we're being very specific in teaching nonprofits, like talking, because we're in our my nonprofit networking cafe group. But I want to make sure you guys know that this is a strategy for business, right? This is a strategy that can work for you, because the title of this was Pillow Money, right? So the point is that these are things that you can put the strategy in place, the process in place, and these things can just automatically work for you, where you can bring in money. And this can definitely help you with scaling your business. Also, I want to make sure that you guys know, I tell everybody this all the time, nobody supports you like your social media friends. Like, social media people support, like Nicole and I met each other on social media, and we support each other. And, so understanding that a lot of times you will have a group of people that will really be interested in your business and supporting your nonprofit cause. And you met them on social media, and like she said, it's free. And then just think about it. Just think if you put a little strategy in it and you made a decision to pay for some ads, and really invest in what it is that you're doing and reach more people. So that's a strategy for another day. But all right, so my next question is going to be, so we have skeptics, Nicole. Everybody has skeptics. They always go, well, I don't know if that's for me, right? What would you say to a person that they've seen this video, they saw our live, they know what we're talking about, but they're still kind of on the ledge. They're not really sure if this is something that would benefit them. What would you say to encourage a person that's just not sure?
Well, I'll say this. 2020, I think, is an example of those people that are comfortable where they are and were potentially forced and pushed out to do something different. 2020 was a big eye opener for a lot of people. There were businesses that went out of business. And so if you were an employee of that company and you lost your job, then people have to find and figure out a way to fend for themselves and to come up with a solution to keep the lights on and keep water coming out of their faucet. It also was a big eye opener of what people don't have in place. Like some people didn't have life insurance. People weren't taking good care of their health. Like this has just been, if you weren't paying attention to the world, if you were just moving through the world at doing whatever, you now have to rethink and be intentional, or you should be, about your relationship with others, your relationship with God, your relationship with your family, what you spend, invest your time on, because life is short and there's not a lot of time left for all of us, even though we think we have forever. And here in Texas, I mean, we just went through this ice, this snow, this
Winter storm.
Yeah, just it is a hot mess. So I say all that to say this. There are people that will still say, you can't make money in e-commerce. I know so many people, if you register for the summit, first of all, you'll meet people who are actually making money in e-commerce, making a living, keeping the lights on and keeping water coming out of their faucet. There are people that need a solution. They need to figure out how to make some money because they lost their job and they're still coming to grips with that, or they've got displaced, or they cut their hours, or whatever the case may be. And then there are people that have decided life is too short. I hate this job and I need to do something different with my life. So they need to create something new, a solution for themselves. So e-commerce is the great equalizer. It can do all of that. E-commerce never sleeps. So you can make money all day, all night. You can make money while you're looking for a job. You can make money while you're sleeping at night because you're selling products online. Online buying increased in just March alone, I believe, or March or April. It increased by over 74%. That was because everybody was forced to go online. But what people don't realize is that a lot of people have found and enjoyed the convenience of buying online. So online buying has sustained itself, and it's going to continue even beyond the pandemic because people have now gotten, some people have gotten time freedom. You don't have to spend all those hours going to the grocery store and spending all that time. You literally can go online, place your order, and then either go pick it up yourself or have it delivered to your home. That means you have more time to spend with your family. That means you have more time to spend with grandma. It means you have more time to maybe get in shape, whatever it happens to be. Maybe you didn't have time before to exercise. Now all of a sudden you got time to exercise. And so the convenience of buying online is only going to continue. It's going to sustain itself. There will be some people that enjoy going into a brick and mortar, but a significant number of people are going to continue to come online. The internet has made things so much more easier. And so it's just insane. And this year alone, in 2021, the current numbers around worldwide projections for online sales is 4.8 trillion with a T. 4.8 trillion transactions are projected to occur worldwide in 2021. So the challenge that a lot of us had in March and April is that people needed to buy, but there wasn't enough supply. And so we didn't have enough sellers. Well, now sellers, people are coming online. Some people are coming online and maybe they're failing. Maybe they're not paying attention to whoever's training. Maybe they have a horrible trainer, whatever the case may be. But I just need you to know that there's a boatload of people that are out here making money. And there's a boatload of online sellers that are experienced sellers that literally they've doubled and tripled their numbers. You know, I had a guy who's always been at six figures. And now in the summit, you'll meet him. There's a couple of them that they literally broke the $1 million mark for the first time in the last 5 years. Six figures is nothing to balk at, but going to over $1 million in sales because you have that many more people buying online, it is a solution. It is a viable, real solution for people. You don't always have to sell clothes. You can sell replenishable things that people buy all the time. Coffee is an example of things that people buy over and over and over and over and over again. So you have, if you put out a brand, if you decide you're going to do private label, you put a brand out there, that means people can buy it over and over and over again. Just like they buy toilet paper over and over and over again. It's going to go away. I'm going to need some more. I got to buy some more. The other thing is, you know, people can buy clothes. They can buy things to keep them entertained. They can buy things that will keep them off the internet. You know, some people, I know that there were some kids that actually designed and created puzzles during the pandemic so that they had something to do. And how you do that, you can use Pinterest and then you can sell the handmade puzzles on Etsy. Again, people are getting creative. They're getting the evolution of products that are being thrown out into the marketplace is amazing because when you're forced to be creative to solve a problem, which is I got to keep the lights on and keep water coming out of my faucet, you will find a solution if you're open to it. And I'm not going to say that there aren't going to be some things you're going to run into because everywhere, it doesn't matter if you're working at McDonald's or if you're working at Kohl's or if you're running your own e-commerce business. There's going to be challenges that you have to overcome. The key is your persistence and perseverance through those challenges. And once you get, once you have some level of, business procedure and process in place, once you have some stability in your business, the amount of money you can make is just insane. It's amazing. It's not insane. And it's just, again, a solution for your family, for you, for whatever your situation is. So
Right.
yeah,
And
in it.
you're right. And the amount of money that you can make is directly connected to the amount of effort that you put in. So you have to say to yourself, if you are a nonprofit organization, how much money does your organization need to raise to not to do programming so that you can be effective and impact your community? Well, you can make that through e-commerce if you are diligent, and you could literally make it as opposed to doing less time. And I'm gonna just say it, begging people to give you donations, right? Donations are great, but it's better when you can build relationships with donors. And these are people that are involved and engaged in your cause, but your organization can be self sustaining because it brings in its own revenue. And now you are legitimately helping and impacting your community. The same thing with a for profit. If you're for profit, you just want to keep in mind that this can be a section of your business that number one can push your brand, because we're talking about the potential to put your logo on things, right? To put your creativity in things. But we're also talking about something that once you, like she said, once you put a process in place, it can be a well-oiled machine that can work for you. I do want to speak on one quick thing that you mentioned, which was so important to me. EComm is something that even your kids can do. It is something that you can help your children with, building money and building revenue. Think about it like this. If your kid has amazing ideas, and if you got them started when they were 10 or 12, but you helped them with it, they could save money for college,
Yeah.
right? Or they could not go to college and immediately start their own business. It really depends on what your children want. But my
Yep.
thing is, we have to teach them how to be earners, not wage earners, but earners. We have to teach them how to consume less and produce more. And so that's just, that's me. I'm going to get off that soapbox, but I say that because eComm is so convenient that
Yes.
even your children could do it. Of course, you want to manage them. You want to know what they're doing and what they're selling and where they're
Yeah.
going. But the point that
Absolutely.
I'm making is that you're giving them an opportunity to experience economy. And then guess what? Set them up a checking account. Teach
Yeah.
them about how to pay bills and how to,
Yes.
expenses and stuff. That is it's a life lesson. And so I just wanted to put that out there. All right. So Nicole, you have given us so much information. You have always inspired me. I absolutely love your platform. I am also working on my e-commerce site. So for those of you out there, I'm always giving text testimonies. I have known that I should do this for 2 years. I kept saying I didn't have time. But like Nicole said, 2020 gave me a whole new outlook. And I'm like, I need to find the time,
Yeah.
because there's some things that I need to take care of and push for. So I hope you guys will join me. That is my challenge, that I will get my eComm site up, and then we could work on it together. But first, to do that, you guys have to come to the summit. So Nicole, tell us, where can we sign up? How can we register for all this amazingness that will happen in a couple of days?
Okay, so there should be a link either up above or down below, wherever she's posting this or sharing this. So you want to get registered. It's simple to register. So once you go to the site, you click on the link, eComm Seller Summit, register. You're going to have the opportunity, if you're interested, to grab the All Access Pass, which is going to give you the opportunity to listen to all 30 speakers all over again at your convenience. So if when you watch this for the first time, it's overwhelming, it's too much information. For some people, it may be too much information. For other people, it will spark the creativity that's already in them, and then they're ready to go. So if you buy the All Access Pass, you can go back and listen to all the golden nuggets. There will be a golden nugget that you might hear today that may not be applicable to your e-commerce journey until maybe 2 months from now, 3 months from now. So having the All Access Pass is your opportunity to go back and listen to the recordings over and over again. But the summit is absolutely free. It's free on the days in which it is actually broadcast live. And then after that, you can grab the All Access Pass. Plus, you'll get speaker bonuses. So every single one of our 30 speakers is giving away a bonus. This is our third annual summit. So I'm extremely excited. This is technically our sixth summit overall, but this is our third annual summit. So it's your opportunity to grab the recordings and get the speaker bonuses. I do want to say this before, when you talked about kids, I believe that e-commerce gives your kids options. That's the way I look at it. The options of I can go to college or I can not, because you want your kids to be able to keep the lights on and keep a roof over their head as well. And e-commerce is a way to do it. Kids are more intuitive to e-commerce because they were raised with the internet. Unlike me, I'm 50. I was not raised with the internet. I learned the internet after I got out of high school. I'm just going to be honest. So kids are raised with the internet. They're very intuitive. And so this gives them options so that if they want to learn how to make money online, they can do it for the rest of their lives. The other thing I wanted to mention, as with nonprofits, what I have seen over and over again is there's so many nonprofits where they have a brick and mortar where they're using a thrift store to raise money. But at some point, that real estate becomes expensive to that nonprofit unless that is donated. And so, what you can do is there are nonprofits that are moving more and more online. You can use online platforms to take those donations, take pictures of them, put a team in place, take pictures and list them. So you can have an online store on eBay, and that could be the things that you would normally have in your physical brick and mortar. So instead of paying for a brick and mortar and the electricity associated with it and the water and staff, you literally can maybe have one or two staff and you can maybe put all the stuff in the storage unit and have them take pictures for you and list them online. And that reduces your overhead as a nonprofit. So I wanted to give those two things when she was talking, and I didn't get a chance to add that, but just get registered for the summit. It's a great opportunity for you to learn what e-commerce is, what are the different ways in which you can do e-commerce, and listen to some of the strategies. Again, initially, some of those strategies may or may not make sense to you. Some of them will, but there will be strategies that you can use this training over and over again, because we cover it from a beginner, intermediate, and advanced level. So whatever you learn at the advanced level, it may be over your head, but when you are making that, when you're on that journey and you're taking those stair steps through this e-commerce process yourself, that tidbit that you learn in the summit could be applicable to you 6 months or 9 months from now. And it could be game changer. It could be the golden nugget you needed to take your business from $2,000 a month to $10,000 a month, or 10,000 to 20,000, whatever it happens to be. So I just encourage people to grab the all access pass, because golden nuggets are sprinkled throughout the summit recordings.
Yes, and I'm all for that. I tell everybody. So I have looked at the videos from the last summit that I was at, and me being able to access those after the fact was amazing, because I realized that I had missed a couple of key people. And so having that all access pass allowed me to be able to go back and see the ones, but also you get to, like you said, you get to look at it at your leisure. So that means that if I'm just getting to the point where I'm trying to figure out how to market and I want to do that first, I can look at all of the ones that have a marketing topic. Or if I have graduated and I want to start looking at, like, I know I don't want to give away the speakers, but I know we have like someone that is talking about business structure, right? That you may want to look at that first. That might be more important to you. So really having the all access to be able to go back, I want to make sure that everybody understands that you're not just learning e-commerce. Right. Nicole is so amazing that she is making sure that you actually have some fundamentals as it relates to business strategy or organizational strategy, because you need that first before anything. Right? eComm is a solution, but the strategy part is that you have to know these other things. You have to have some kind of acumen. So she has put a group of people together that will help you with growing acumen. So I want to thank you so much. And then also, how can people follow you? I know you told everybody to go and register, but how can they follow your organization or follow you? Share that information with us.
Well, I mean, I have a fan page. It's Nechole Whitlock. My name is spelled funny. It's Nechole Whitlock. So you can go to my fan page. You can go to my personal page. I post sparingly, and I don't do that on purpose. It's because I'm a super busy person. And so my ability to remember in the middle of my world of handling my two beautiful sons, doing stuff with them, to remember to post on social media is so limited, because my focus is on them and on my business, and not necessarily with what the world thinks about me. But I do have social media pages, and I'm trying to be a little more consistent on that. And then we also have eComm Sellers Academy, where we walk people through how to be successful in e-commerce. We teach all of the platforms. So we teach you everything from Amazon to eBay. We help you to get started. And then we have partners that we work with when you're ready to make that step to an advanced, super advanced level, because we can get you through the beginner to the intermediate, and then we can help you get to the advanced. But we have people who specialize in some of the super advanced levels. So we're excited about that. We've had eComm Sellers Academy for, I don't know, since 2019. Prior to that, I mean, I've probably created over 400 training videos. It's a lot, because I teach everything. I teach Amazon, eBay, Shopify, Walmart, Etsy, Mercari, Poshmark. Like, I teach all the Facebook Marketplace. We cover them all. And we teach you everything from drop shipping, private label, print on demand, wholesale, prep centers, virtual assistants. We teach you everything. So
that's a lot. And I want everybody to know that this is huge. Like, this is a huge resource. So make sure that you are following eComm Sellers Summit. Go get registered wherever the link is. It's either going to be above, or it's going to be below, or it might be sideways. It doesn't matter, but just make sure that you register. And I just want to thank you. So again, you guys, I am Tiffany Hicks, and I am the CEO of VRE Training Solutions, as well as the founder of the Nonprofit Networking Cafe. I am so happy that we were able to share this information with you guys. And I look forward to seeing you guys at the summit. I do.
I
All
do
right.
too.
So until the next time, I just want to share with you guys, make sure that you are being intentional with everything that you do. And you guys have a good day.